So now let's talk about the 4 ways that the committee can vote. The first way is something that you've been doing all the way through the committee and the conference, and that is placard voting, just sort of regular voting. This is the default method of voting. So if nobody makes any motions to vote differently, this is how they're going to vote. The chair is going to ask for those for, those against. The chair is going to ask for abstentions. If the draft resolution passes, and this is kind of silly stuff, but you have to know this. So let's assume draft resolution 1.1 passes. What the chair will announce is that draft resolution 1.1 is now resolution 1.1 and it passes. And then everybody in the committee will do like a little golf clap. Yay! It seems kind of silly to me, but that's what happened. So that's what you did. If it, don't boo. Like whatever you do, don't boo, right? That's not cool. But everybody claps. And even when you're voting, even when a resolution you voted no on passes, do the golf clap. COC nice, right? We talked about this. Sometimes when a chair proposes to, will not prepare to vote on draft resolution 1.1, somebody will raise their placard and the chair will say, for what reasons does the delegate rise? And the delegate will say, let's say it's you. Thank you, Honorable Chair and fellow delegates. Cameron moves to approve draft resolution 1.1 by acclamation. Okay, by acclamation. So, what will happen after that is the chair will ask, are there any objections? Now, here's what's going on. When the chair says, when somebody motions to pass a resolution by acclamation, and the chair says, are there any objections? If nobody objects, then draft resolution 1.1 passes automatically without a vote. Right? It doesn't matter, it's done. So if nobody objects, the chair will say, seeing no objections, draft resolution 1.1 becomes resolution 1.1. Golf clap, and we move on. Right? If your country opposes draft resolution 1.1, object. Say I object. Cameroon object. Don't say I object. Cameroon objects. Right? Raise your placard. Cameroon objects. The chair will either ask you why you've raised your placard, or having seen that you've raised your placard, ask, for what reason do you rise? You say Cameroon objects, and then barring any other motions, the committee will then go ahead and go back to the default mode of voting and vote by placard, right? That's always the default mode. So that's voting by acclamation. This is important sometimes because in one committee that we were in, this is early along when the Model United Nations was revived, I didn't know about this procedure. And so we were in a committee where one of our delegates was representing Iran. And the topic was the situation in Iran. And there was a resolution that was like pretty harsh towards Iran. And somebody motioned to vote by acclamation. The delegate didn't know what that meant, so she didn't raise her placard. That's my fault. I didn't train her properly. And the motion passed. So she kind of looked dumb because she just let a motion pass. It was still going to pass, but now she looked like she was going along with it. So pay attention. Next, the next way is that if the chair indicates that you're getting ready to vote on draft resolution 1.1, what you can do is you can raise your placard, and if you're recognized, the chair will say to what point you rise, and then you can say, Cameron requests a roll call vote. Now here's the thing about a roll call vote. First, this motion is not debatable. If somebody asks for a roll call vote, it must be taken. Okay, at the end of a long conference, well, here, let me explain what happens on a roll call vote. What the chair is going to do is going to call every country individually, and the chair and the country will have to say whether they're voting yes, no, or abstaining. It takes a really long time. At the end of a long conference, although they're not supposed to do this, right? I've seen chairs just say, I'm going to rule that motion dilatory. If you ever see that happen, other delegates will laugh because like, ooh, you're not allowed to do that, but they'll do it anyways. That's the chair's way of saying, what a dick, okay? So, now, some delegates, maybe even some the people in our team, like to give strategic reasons for why one might want to call for a roll call vote. I've heard a variety of things. And supposedly they say it changes a delegate's willingness to vote for or against something. Like if they have to publicly say they're for or against something, they're not going to feel comfortable doing that. And so it may change their vote. I will believe that when a delegate tells me that they would have voted differently if it was placard vote or roll call vote, or that it made any difference at all in the conference. It doesn't, right? For me, from my perspective, asking for a roll call vote is just a dick move. It's a dick move. People are going to hate you. So, like I say, it just takes a long time during roll call vote. They have to call country by country. So what I'd say is, unless there's some really compelling reason for you to call for a roll call vote, don't, right? At the end of a long conference, or if you're getting ready to start on another topic, just move on, right? Nobody is going to care. It's not going to affect the awards. It's not going to affect anything, although you might piss some people off. Now, the next thing is the division of the question. And this is the one that's kind of complicated. So what we're going to do is stop here, and I'm going to pick up the division of the question in the next video.